Yo guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we will be discussing some data mined information regarding Legion patch 7.3 and perhaps also further information which may shed some light of the expansion following Legion. Alright guys, so the first thing we are going to be talking about are some quotes which have been data mined, which you will run into sometime in this expansion. When and where we don't know and can't know yet, because not all of Argus is available to be tested in the PTR, so some quests mentioned may seem ambiguous or unclear, seeing as to how we don't have all the information necessary to piece together everything. Also, there are a ton of quotes which have been data mined, but for the sake of keeping this video at an appropriate length, I will only cover the ones which are the most relevant and interesting to the expansion as a whole. So the first quest is titled Sargeras and the Pantheon, but I don't actually think it is Sargeras speaking at first. I think it's actually Agromar speaking and referring to Sargeras first as his corrupted self, and then it's Sargeras actually who is speaking, and then once again it's Agromar as his non-corrupted self. Soon comes the awakening of my brother Argus. Together, our new Pantheon will join the Master in breaking your fetid world, but you will not live long enough to see it. When my new Pantheon rises, no power in the universe will stand against the Legion. I remember the awakening, how life sprang forth all around us. I remember unity until it was shattered by betrayal. I remember fleeing to keep him from his prize. The time for hiding is over. Aid me or everything ends. Alright guys, so it looks like all this time Sargeras was busy trying to build another Pantheon built off of the ranks of corrupted titans, which holy hell would be really bad if we didn't catch on to it, because if we didn't come to Argus by that time of the next Legion invasion, things would be far too late. And as Sargeras says, no power in the universe will stand against the Legion. Now after this line, I do believe Agromar or maybe Aonar is speaking. The time for hiding is over, aid me or everything ends, because he or she mentioned Sargeras' betrayal and also asks you to aid them. Now Aonar could be the one saying this, because in the raid itself, one of the fights is us actually helping her fight the Legion and defending her, but it can also be Agromar, because these next few lines will show that we actually managed to liberate Agromar from Sargeras' control. So let's go ahead and get into those lines. So the second quote is titled Final Boss Encounter, which could mean several things, either a scenario at the end of a quest chain, or quite literally the final boss of Antorus, the Burning Throne, being Argus itself. So the Titan Soul of Argus is the key to breaking the Legion. Our defenses must hold long enough to destroy it, or Sargeras wins. Perhaps this world's past can aid us. I will scour my memory for what may yet remain. Now, not everything is revealed yet, but in the PTR, Terralion speculates that it is the soul of Argus itself which either is responsible or accelerates the recovery of demons after their death and, you know, their rebirth in the Nether. So this could be what he is referring to when he says that Argus is the key. You did it! Agromar's essence is free. He can stand beside his brethren once more. The very cradle of creation. The Titans can sever that connection, but not here. They need to bring the soul of Argus to their place of power, the seat at the Pantheon. Our victories mean nothing. So long as Sargeras has the soul of Argus to fuel his infinite army, Azeroth remains in grave peril. Their final act will harness the last of Argus's power to imprison Sargeras once and for all. Heroes, I can signal the Titans to begin. Once they start their ritual, there is no turning back. The tortured soul of Argus has been put to rest. It matters not. We have lost. Look to the skies. Sargeras will soon undo all that we have fought for. Okay, so right here, and I apologize for me not overemphasizing Magni's lines, or I assume it for it to be Magni, because, you know, he talks like a dwarf and Magni is on Argus right now, but my back is currently recovering right now. It's kind of hard for me to talk too loudly or impersonate characters and do different voices, so forgive me for that. So right here, it looks like Argus somehow dies, and we kill him, or the Legion does, who knows, and then somehow someone says, look to the skies, we have lost. I believe that this is actually referring to Sargeras arriving onto Argus, since he has done it in the past, and it fits pretty well with the context of these next few lines. No, we will use the last glimmer of Argus's power to bind him, being Sargeras. Here, the seat of the Pantheon shall become Sargeras' prison, and ours as well. You would condemn yourselves to stop him. Our world must survive no matter the cost. A sacrifice must be made. Return home, children of Azeroth. Protect the final Titan. Prophet, what happened out there? Illidan serves as the Dark Titan's jailer. His sacrifice has ended the Legion. At long last, the Burning Crusade is over. Holy freaking camel nutsack, guys. All right, so this is huge. Okay, please say something in the comments if you have differing opinions or want to add more to what I'm going to say, or if I'm missing something. But by the looks of this, the remaining Titans use their power as well as the remnants of Argus's essence to imprison Sargeras, but even that is not enough, for Illidan himself sacrifices himself to end the Legion and jail Sargeras, whatever sacrifice may mean. He may give his life or even just act as an eternal warden in some way by binding his essence to the Pantheon's ritual. I'm not entirely sure at this point, but this is huge, and it's both epic and amazing to see Illidan do something so big, but also it's just so sad that we might have seen the end of Illidan's Stormrage. You know, he just came back to us and already he's gone, and the Pantheon, they're gone too. It's the same thing, they just got brought back to us and then now they're gone, because as stated in that one line, it says protect the final Titan, the one Titan we have left, Azeroth itself. This implies that all of the remaining Titans, they either gave their life or devoted themselves fully towards keeping Sargeras imprisoned. And if this is true, this is just, it's sad, man, and it's also huge because Sargeras is jailed. Seeing as to how events were progressing up to Nighthold, I would never think that things would take an actual turn to us imprisoning Sargeras himself, but this just seems to prove that things are escalating to an extreme amount. Finally, by the way, guys, there are a bunch of quotes. There are a bunch of data mine quotes. The link to the data mine quotes will be provided in the description below, so you guys can look at all of them. But this is actually going to be the last quote that I'm going to be talking about, because these are the 3 that I found the most interesting. So finally, there is one last quote from Varimathras. So your alliance still endures, longer than I expected. Though she has already planted the seeds of its downfall, she is patient, that one. When your thrones run red with betrayal, when your holy places burn, and the shattered mask hangs above your hearth, only then will you know, and it will be too late. Who? Who is planting seeds? Who plans betrayal? And who is patient? Jaina? Where has Jaina been in one of the biggest threats ever to confront Azeroth thus far? Where has Jaina been when finally we take the fight to the Burning Legion homeworld of Argus? Seriously, where has she been? No one knows, but perhaps Varimathras does. Also, what does Shattered Mask refer to? Can it mean that she hid her loyalties from her allies only to reveal that she is a servant of the Void? Or is the popular fan theory of Jaina being a Dreadlord true, and the Shattered Mask refers to not actually Jaina itself, but a Dreadlord impersonating Jaina? Shattered Mask can be interpreted in various ways, and by all means, when Varimathras refers to she, it can also not be Jaina. It could be someone else like Sylvanas, possibly. But this isn't likely, because in 7.3, we get Kultiras quest armor. Now, Kultiras was the land ruled by Jaina's father, Lord Dalen Proudmoore, but after his death, the island pretty much has never been seen again. It isn't located in World of Warcraft, the game, yet. It is in the universe, but it's not actually in the game yet. But on the stitching of the legs of the Kultiras quest armor, we see a map, possibly showing where Kultiras is located on Azeroth, and right under that island, we see tentacles. Now, maybe it's just an ordinary design of the robe, or maybe it's something else. Maybe it's a hint. If you look at it constructively, this line from Varimathras, Jaina's absence as a whole, Il'gynoth stating in the Emerald Nightmare that her heart is a crater and we have filled it, possibly and most likely referring to Jaina, and Kultiras for some reason reappearing in what appears to be old god tentacles affiliated with the Kultiras armor set. Too many pieces from the same puzzle are coming together to show that maybe it is Jaina who is probably going to turn her back on us and is probably going to be a huge antagonist in the expansion, which is the main focal point is around the Void. Who knows? But that is, you know, a probability. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much it to this video. There's just so much data mined information, so much juicy info to cover, and I just hope I did my best to explain my thoughts and concerns as efficiently as I could. The moment I saw that this information was released, the moment that I got messaged that, dude, you gotta take a look at these data mined information of, you know, 7.3 and Legion entirely, I just had to make this video. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, as it really does help the channel. And until next time, guys, I will see you later. Please put down in the comments what you guys think below about everything mentioned in this video. Peace out.